Hello, beautifuls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Aria, and today we are talking all about inner child work and inner child healing. I really want to empower you to self-heal, to really be more kind to this child within you, and give you a little bit more clarity on how to do it and why we want to be doing it. So our inner child really is just our younger selves, our past selves that are kind of in the subconscious here, calling some of the shots. So when we find ourselves unable to really control our emotions, or we start having like temper tantrums and we just want to rage, or we just want to do something super fun, but we suppress ourselves and remember like, oh, we're adults, we have to do this one thing or be this certain way. We are really just suppressing the inner child and not allowing that inner child to speak up. So this child within us could be any age at any certain time. Our inner child holds on to a lot of our childhood traumas. Traumas are often stored within the inner child, especially if these traumas happen during childhood or maybe when you were a teenager. And these traumas could be of all shapes, forms, and sizes. It could have just been something that someone said to you and you really put a big meaning on it. So these traumas could be actual events in your life, experiences, or really just certain words, or just these little things that we gave a lot of meaning to when we were children. This is also another form of shadow work, and shadow work we will get into later on, but as far as healing the inner child, it's very, very similar, because this child we have hidden for so long, and this child wants to be seen and expressed, but maybe some of us when we were children, we didn't allow ourselves to fully express, or we just put meanings on things and we kind of suppress certain feelings and certain programs of wherever we're living with, whether it be family or society or culture. We have these specific ideas embedded in us, and our inner child kind of holds on to these experiences. So it's really, really important to come back to center, to realize when you have like certain thoughts or you have certain memories come up of when you were a kid, or if you realize that you always act a certain way towards someone that was there in your childhood, or you have like the same emotion you can't really get rid of. That is a form of shadow work. Healing the inner child is healing that relationship with that other person within yourself, and realizing that even any traumas or whatever experiences or beliefs you had that really were curated when you were a child or a teenager, that this is not anyone else's fault. And we're not going to put ourselves at fault either. We're going to be kind and motherly or fatherly toward our little inner child, the little inner you. And this is also a very powerful thing to really cultivate more self-love. So really holding yourself in the space of kindness and compassion and allowing yourself to understand yourself a lot better. This is a great way to come in alignment with who you truly are, when you can allow your inner child to be expressed, to be seen, to be heard, and to really wrap your inner child or your inner teenager with a lot of love and comfort. So we know we can trace a lot of our pains and our traits back to our childhood or back to when we were a teenager. It's important that when we are doing inner child healing, that we set the intention that we want to grow our awareness and acknowledge what is going on within us, acknowledge that that inner child is there, that we are ready to kind of see how it is playing out in our life right now. And as I said before, the inner child or the inner teenager is still calling some of the shots that are going on right now due to pain and experiences that happened in the past. And yes, it is doing it to really just protect you and allow you to survive, but this is not coming from a place that is aligned with where you are right now. I'm sure you're a completely different person. We're just holding on to these certain things. So it's important that we really heal and let those things go so that we can expand and grow and become this new version of ourselves. So healing the inner child also just gives us a lot of closure within with certain experiences with other people or by ourselves ourselves when we were younger. It's important to allow those things to be expressed, to cry, to dance, to do whatever you want to do. Recently, I had experience where I was literally just dancing. My friend Kayla was leading like this intuitive dance in this program that I'm in, and we were all just dancing, and then the last song that she put on was Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and she said to really tap into like that teenage angst of how we were when we were a teenager, to kind of let her fully be expressed in our little intuitive dance. And let me tell you, I cried a lot, and I didn't realize how much tension I was holding as a child, how hard I was, and how much I really wanted to fit in, and how much I could have been just expressing myself and allowing myself to fully be me when I was a teenager, but I wasn't. And I realized that like I have so much fun now that I have kind of let go of judgments and just worrying about what other people think. And it's important that we heal that as a teenager as well, not just as a child, to heal those experiences. So going back and just kind of like letting her know while I was dancing, like, we just, you know, let it out, be yourself, and just be super crazy. And it just allowed me to release a lot of emotions that I did have as a teenager. So that's one thing that you can do. Very, very simple. It was the first time I ever kind of intentionally put some healing into intuitive dance instead of just kind of like following the flow of whatever movement or energy needed to go around. So definitely try that if you feel called. I'm sorry if you hear any noises. They are doing some yard work outside. But I want to share with you just kind of my personal experience healing my inner child before we move into our meditation. There's so many powerful practices that you can use, and just so much medicine that you can find within every single one, because it is all just inner work. It is all just a form of shadow work in a way. This kind of shadow work is really centered around being more kind and being more of an angel and mother or father to your inner child. So for example, my inner child, as I have been going through my own spiritual awakening and just learning a lot more about myself, I realized that I feel neglected a lot, or just unseen and unheard. I feel like I have to try so much harder than other people. I have such high standards, and this goes with my inner child as well as my inner teenager. So I hold myself at such a high standard. I get stress. I have chronic stress. So that's one thing that I have to deal with in my body, which is why I do a lot of yoga, which is why I do a lot of breath work and just mindfulness, so that I can also kind of regulate that kind of energy and release stress. So knowing and coming to this knowledge that, okay, I felt unseen, I feel neglected, I feel like I don't have the love that I want, I feel like I am putting myself on a pedestal that I can't live up to. I'm trying to be everything for everyone. It's too much for a kid. So finding that awareness is just seeing that in my own day-to-day life. So realizing the thoughts that I have, the feelings that I have with my family, and just realizing, okay, where is this coming from? Like, have I always felt this way? And just sitting with myself and asking questions. So a powerful practice is just to remember, and this is something that we're going to do in the meditation. We're going to take some time to just tune into the moment, relax, and I'm going to guide you through just really sparking up a memory, just one simple memory in your childhood where you needed a little bit more love, or you just needed someone to say something to you, and we're going to be that someone, we're going to be that angel. So this is a powerful, powerful practice that I like to do, but obviously we have so many beliefs and thoughts and feelings and so many experiences from our childhood and as teenagers, it almost feels impossible to do all of the work in that kind of session every single day. It also can be a little draining because you kind of fall into the healing trap, and we don't want to kind of fall into, oh, we're just healing. We want to be able to really enjoy our lives and come back to joy and raising the vibration and just allowing ourselves to be here on this earth right now, because it's important to remember that you're here to enjoy your experience as a human being. So not only remembering, but questioning when these triggers or these reactions or these emotions arise within you, not automatically assuming that someone else is in the wrong. This was a big thing for me, to think that someone else had to fix this within me. It's time to realize that it is happening within you for a reason, and whoever it is that is triggering this, or you feel like that they're not giving you something that you want, okay, you just need to kind of tap into your intuition and decipher, like, is this myself kind of projecting on that from my inner child? Is this my child saying, we don't have enough love, or I don't feel seen, I feel completely invisible? So really asking those questions, just why is this? Why is that? Is it this? Is it that? And kind of, you can even do this in a journal, or you could just like talk to yourself and kind of have a little conversation with yourself out loud. I do that. And it's totally normal, you guys. It's part of the process, but you can also just write it down. Just as questions come in, just answer them and kind of see what comes up and see what happens. This is also another form of automatic writing. So when we do automatic writing, we're just kind of going for it, everything's happening. Sometimes our higher self will just pop in some messages for us that we need to hear, and that may be just what you need at that moment, or maybe just what your inner child needs at that moment, or just realizing, whoa, like, I remember this one time I put so much meaning into it that it has truly created a pattern and a belief in my life. And there's your realization and awareness right there. So when this happens, I like to really just hold myself in kindness and compassion and love. It is so, so important to come back to those self-care practices. When I realize this is going on, I need to remember to pour that good energy back into myself so that I can heal this inner child within. And just when these moments happen with other people or just by yourself, and you're having those emotions arise or those thoughts arise, or you feel like this belief was something that was really curated in your childhood, it's important to, with your awareness, to know that maybe this is your inner child like waving their arms saying, hey, I'm right here, pay attention to me. And that's the moment where we can literally just say aloud or within and just say, you're okay. Everything is okay. And just that's a form of you just being an angel for them, for that emotion, that belief, letting them know like this is okay, like it is all right to let this go. This is safe, you are safe. And it's also kind of another way of just telling yourself what you need to hear in the moment. If it comes from you and if it comes from the heart, it's going to be way more powerful than anyone else could ever give you. So know that you can do the same with your inner child or your inner teenager. So inner child healing is really just where we can shine some light on our little self, and really writing down as well these emotions or beliefs that you may think that are connected to your inner child or your teenage self. For my teenage self, I even just wrote down regrets of being shy. I was always called shy when I was younger, and that kind of stuck with me. So I felt like that was how I had to be, even though I was just more observant and I didn't really have that much to say. Also, just feeling stuck in high school, feeling tired of like trying to fit in or tired of the cycles that were just going on in my life. I felt like I couldn't break through. So doing that dance was crazy amazing for my teen self. But even just writing these things down, setting your intentions, you are doing the work. So however it is that you do it, know that it is powerful and know that it is suited for you if it feels right to you. But as long as you hold this awareness and you acknowledge that, okay, this is coming from my past self, my inner child, my inner teenager, you can kind of look at it with different eyes. Take that higher perspective to say, okay, this person doesn't need judgment. What do they need? And ask yourself, like, what did I need in that moment or during this time of my life? What would I have loved? And then be that for yourself. So now we will just move into a quick meditation to reconnect with your inner child or your inner teenager, just going back to a simple memory, or it could be an array of memories, or just simply an age or time in your life where you just needed a mother, a father, an angel, or just someone to kind of hold you. And when we are in these moments, I will be guiding you, but you are going to be the one communicating with your inner self here. And know that you can do this. That is one big thing. You can do this. This is powerful work. We are literally just going within ourselves. Our inner child still does exist. So just knowing that and being aware of that. Now, if you would like to lay down for this practice, you definitely can. That is one of my favorite positions when I'm doing this, so I can feel super relaxed and just held and supported by the earth myself, so that I can go be an angel for my inner child. Otherwise, you can sit down. Just make sure you're in a comfortable position. And before we close our eyes, let's just take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Here we go. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. 2 more. Settling. Shake it out. Loosen the jaw. Roll out the shoulders. Shake out the palms. And when you're ready, finding stillness, closing the eyes. Taking deep breaths in and out through the nose. Filling up the whole torso. Really intend to slow down your breath, creating this equal rhythm of inhales and exhales. Tapping in and intending to relax the body, letting yourself know that you are safe. You are safe to do this work. And now calling upon our angels and our guides. Asking them for their support and guidance through this healing. Feeling their energy empower you as you soften in their presence. Continue to breathe deeply. Feeling waves of relaxation shower you in light. Knowing that whatever happens here is perfect for this moment. Try not to judge the experience or think that you have to have a certain experience for this to work. You have your own form of healing in this meditation. Bask in your own experience, in your own form of inner child healing as we move forward. Feel yourself become heavier and heavier with every breath. Breathing deeply into the chest and the belly, enhancing our aura with heart-centered energy. You are protected. May you be covered in the shield of light, guarded by your angels. As your spirit guides help you to go back in time, to go back into your childhood, to a memory, calling forward any memory or any moment of your childhood. Whatever needs to be expressed and seen and heard. Breathe deep into the heart as we search and allow this memory to arise. However it comes to you, this child, simply see them, feel them, maybe just a feeling that arises within your being. Notice what is going on within this child. What has happened? What is happening? Where you are, who you may be with. What you may be feeling. Breathe deeply as your guides strengthen your angel energy to speak to this inner child. At whatever age you may be, as you approach, ask this child, ask yourself what you are feeling. Breathe with this child, with yourself. taking the time now to ask any other questions, to bring clarity to the moment, to the meaning of the feeling. Asking why. Reassuring this child that you are simply their love. And now, telling yourself what you need to hear. What does this child need to hear? Maybe letting them know that they are safe, they are okay, that you are with them. Simply offering your love and your support. Giving this child, yourself, a nice hug. Wrapping your angel wings around. Allowing this child, allow yourself to fully express, to be fully held in this embrace. Pulling away only when you feel ready. Exchanging anything else that needs to be said. Breathe deeply when you feel ready, when you feel that this child is ready for you to go. That this child is safe, knowing that they have expressed and felt that they are okay, letting them know that you're always there for them. You are always there. The love is always there. Let your guides know when you're ready to return, saying goodbye. Gently breathing as you return to this time and space. Allow your angels and your guides to hold you now as you return, breathing deeply into the belly and the heart. Soaking in and integrating all of the healing work. Grounding you into the floor beneath you, in the foundation of where you are in the present. Taking those deep breaths, finding that equal rhythm again of inhales and exhales. Begin wiggling your fingers or your toes, waking up the hands and the arms. Still with your eyes closed, breathing deeply. Taking any little stretch you may need. And then giving yourself a hug with your arms. Noticing how your body feels. The difference in energy. Notice how you feel. Where are your emotions right now? Settle in these feelings. As you breathe, hugging yourself with your arms. You can even hug your knees into your chest if you'd like. And take 3 cleansing breaths. On your last exhale, bring the palms together, dip the chin to the chest. Take a moment to thank your angels and your guides and yourself. Give so much gratitude, give so much love. You can always even ask if there's any more work that needs to be done here. If you are okay to move on, to return to your experience here and now. with this broadened awareness. This deep connection to self. When you feel ready, bringing the thumbs to the center of the forehead here between the eyebrows, at your third eye, and then bowing if you choose. Gently opening your eyes when you feel ready. There is no rush. Taking in your space and your body. How do your eyes feel? How does your face feel? Notice any shift in energy. And you know what you gotta do next. Sending you guys so much love. I hope you enjoyed that meditation. Definitely do it whenever you feel like, okay, I want to release something or heal something from my past. You can do this for your inner child. Also, the dancing, intentional, intuitive dancing is what I'll call it, I guess. And also, just breathing and drawing this awareness is enough when you are doing this work. Just acknowledging where things are coming from, taking responsibility. It's huge. And you just did some amazing, amazing work. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Drink some tea, some water, lots of water. You just did a lot of healing. Comment down below your experience. I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much for being here. If you're not already subscribed, please do consider subscribing. Check out my channel. If you are subscribed, hey, thanks for doing this. I love you very much. I will see you guys in the next video. Much love. Namaste and Sat Nam.